Everybody, my name is DOCTORSAMMY Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome back. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And quickly, before we start the live stream, if you're watching this live stream and you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, quickly hit that subscribe button. Today's live stream is all about the covert narcissist. We are trying to understand everything about the covert narcissist. You know, when you talk about narcissists, we have this deadly narcissist called the covert narcissist. Many people ask me, who is a covert narcissist? So today I want us to unmask who a covert narcissist is. We want to learn everything about a covert narcissist, every secret about a covert narcissist. We want to find out who covert narcissists are. So if you're watching this live stream, please feel free to drop your comments to participate in this live stream. Yes. Now, without wasting time, we'll straight away begin our live stream by discussing who a covert narcissist is. Covert narcissism is also known as vulnerable narcissism, and it is characterized by a more subtle and hidden expression of narcissistic traits compared to the overt type. Unlike the grandiose and attention-seeking overt narcissist, the covert narcissist often appears introverted and sensitive, but still harbors a strong sense of entitlement and self-importance. So how do we define covert narcissism? We're dealing with narcissists. We know narcissists are selfish, self-centered, egocentric, egotistic individuals. It's all about me with the narcissist. But when you talk about covert narcissism, who is a covert narcissist? What is covert narcissism? Covert narcissism involves a sense of superiority masked by insecurity. Covert narcissists often exhibit a passive, aggressive style, and they may be prone to feelings of victimhood. Covert narcissists seek admiration and validation, but they do so in a more subdued manner. When you compare a covert narcissist with an overt narcissist, overt narcissists are more straightforward in their need for admiration and validation. That's one of the differences between a covert narcissist and a normal narcissist, or the overt narcissist. The covert narcissist, they are always indirect, subtle. The covert narcissist, as we know, they are boastful and assertive, but the covert narcissist may avoid the spotlight but still desire recognition and feel entitled to special treatment. Now, when you talk about vulnerability, covert narcissists often present themselves as vulnerable or insecure. When you see a covert narcissist, it's very difficult to say they are narcissists because they present themselves as vulnerable. They behave like insecure people. But this is a lie. This is a facade. That it's a strategy used by covert narcissists to get sympathy, right? To get support from others. They mask the underlying sense of superiority. So you can think a covert narcissist is not a narcissist because of this strategy they use to this. They show a face of being vulnerable, of being insecure. You know, that is a lie. They want sympathy. They want support from you. They believe they are superior than you, than everybody else, but they pretend to be vulnerable or insecure. That is one aspect of covert narcissists. And then covert narcissists, they have these self-esteem issues. Despite their grandiose self-view, covert narcissists struggle with self-esteem issues. They may experience chronic self-doubt, and they require constant validation to maintain their self-image. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, please drop a comment below. You know, don't shy away from dropping comments, from asking questions. Let's understand everything about the covert narcissist. Covert narcissists frequently use emotional manipulation to control others. There is no bigger emotional manipulator than a covert narcissist. They subtly guilt trip you. They may use passive-aggressive behavior to achieve their goals while maintaining a facade of innocence. In relationships, covert narcissists, they play the victim. They'll subtly manipulate their partner into feeling responsible for their emotions and needs. This can create a dynamic where the partner feels constantly on edge and overly responsible. So, if you're watching this live stream, remember we are discussing everything about the covert narcissist. We want to understand who this covert narcissist is. We have many narcissists everywhere, but many are covert narcissists. You might mistake them for empaths. But they're snakes, venoms. They will destroy you. They will punish you. They will hurt you without knowing it. So feel free to drop a comment or two as you're watching this live stream. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to drop your contribution. Let's build each other up. Remember, knowledge is power. Now, covert narcissists, when it comes to social interactions, they come across as shy or reserved. One thing about covert narcissists, they behave as if they are shy, as if, they're reserved, but they're often secretly preoccupied with how others perceive them. They covertly seek validation through indirect means. Again, covert narcissists, just like all narcissists, they're self-absorbed. They are self-absorbed people. But it is less obvious than in overt narcissists. The normal narcissists, they'll be clearly selfish, self-absorbed. But the covert narcissists, they hide it. They may focus intensely on their own problems and fail to show genuine interest in others' lives. You see, if you are having an interaction with a covert narcissist, you realize they want you to only focus on their problems. It's always about their problems and nothing else, nothing more. Then the covert narcissist has this victim mentality. They have this persistent victim mentality. They feel that they are misunderstood or unfairly treated. A covert narcissist will cry everywhere that people are misunderstanding them, that they are being unfairly treated. Now, the reason why they use this perception, the reason why covert narcissists will always claim, oh, people are mistreating me, people are misunderstanding me, people are unfair to me. It is a strategy meant to get sympathy. It is a strategy used by covert narcissists to avoid accountability. Hey, please, if you're watching this live stream, let's build each other up. Drop a comment below. Tell us which country you're watching this live stream from. Drop your contribution. Ask a question about covert narcissists. Let's answer those questions here in this live stream. Let's build each other up. Knowledge is power. Yes, you can also ask me a personal question. I will be glad to answer it. Remember, my name is DOCTORSAMMY BAYA. I'm doing this live stream from Kenya. And I have many followers. I have many subscribers from different parts of this world. So please, as you're watching this live stream, tell us where you're watching it from. Now, covert narcissists are also known for the passive-aggressive behavior. They frequently use passive-aggressive tactics to express their dissatisfaction. When a covert narcissist is not satisfied with you, they'll use passive-aggressive tactics to express their dissatisfaction. This can include backhanded compliments. It can include procrastination. It can also include indirect criticism. Covert narcissists also, they react poorly to criticism. Just like all narcissists, they hate to be criticized. Covert narcissists may seem to take it in stride, but they are usually deeply affected and may respond with passive-aggressive behavior or withdrawal. Yes, thank you, Revelation and 505 from USA, Charlotte. Thank you so much. I'm glad you are watching this live stream. Please, let's build each other up. Let's build a think tank. Let's understand everything about covert narcissists in this live stream. We are not leaving anything out. If you are dealing with people, you might think some people are empaths, but they are narcissists. And we know the main mission of a narcissist is to hurt you. A narcissist is only happy with you when you're suffering. A narcissist is only happy with you when you're crying inside your heart. You're crying, you're bleeding. That's when a narcissist is happy with you. That is supply to them. Don't be fooled. A narcissist in your life will destroy you. A narcissist in your life will punish you. A narcissist in your life will be the biggest curse in your life. It's better to be alone without any friend than to have a best friend as a narcissist, and especially a covert narcissist. A covert narcissist is the deadliest type of narcissist, and that's why we are discussing that deadliest narcissist in this live stream. Covert narcissists, you might think they're angels, but they're the worst. I agree with you, Revelation. They're the opposite of humanity. Yes, covert narcissists will kill you, and nobody will even suspect them. They will make you cry, and nobody will think that they're the cause of your misery. So we are trying to understand everything about covert narcissists. Now, covert narcissists have fragile self-esteem. Beneath their often calm and collected exterior, covert narcissists have fragile self-esteem. Their self-worth is dependent on others' validation, and they may become defensive if they feel this is threatened. Again, with covert narcissists, they have this grandiosity in disguise. It is less overt, but they still possess grandiose thoughts. Covert narcissists still view themselves as unique or deserving of special treatment, but they express this through more subtle means. Again, covert narcissists, like all narcissists, they seek validation. They constantly seek validation, but they do so in less direct ways. A covert narcissist will fish for compliments or seek out sympathetic listeners to reinforce their self-image. Again, their covert narcissists are known for emotional withdrawal. When they do not receive the validation they seek, covert narcissists may withdraw emotionally. They may leave others to feel confused and unsure of where they stand. Again, when you're dealing with a covert narcissist, be ready for envy and resentment. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, hey, my name is Dr. Sammy Baya. I'm doing this live stream from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. And my subscribers and followers are from all over the world. Specifically, I have so many followers from the US, yes, from the UK, from Canada, from Australia, and from other parts of the world. So if you are watching this live stream, let's build each other up. Remember, we are dealing with the covert narcissist. Covert narcissist is the deadliest type of narcissist. They will hurt you. They'll destroy you. A covert narcissist is a curse in your life. You need to understand and find out if the person in your life is a covert narcissist or not. And that's what we're doing in this live stream. Now, covert narcissists are known for envy and resentment. And please feel free to drop your comment. Let's interact. Let's network as we watch this live stream. Ask questions if you can. Contribute to this discussion of the covert narcissist. Now, covert narcissists are known for envy and resentment. They can be very envious of others who seem to have what they desire. You see, if a covert narcissist desires something and then they see that you have it, they'll be very envious. They'll even resent you. They'll be resentful when you achieve success or when you receive cognition. That's what all covert narcissists are. A covert narcissist will always be envious of you when you have something they think it should be theirs. When you succeed, a covert narcissist will be resentful of you. When you receive recognition, a covert narcissist will hate you. They will be resentful because they believe they should be the ones succeeding. They should be the ones getting the recognition. Yes, Revelation. Yes, I believe this is a generational curse, and we that work are some of the chosen to break the curse. Very true. We need to break this curse. That's why we are dealing with the covert narcissist. The first step in breaking this curse is to understand narcissists, is to understand the covert narcissist. If you are dealing with an enemy, the first move is to totally understand them. Know them inside out. That's the first step in dealing and in winning against any enemy, against any curse. If you're dealing with a problem, the first step is to understand that problem. Understand everything about it. You know, Sun Tzu in the Art of War said, if you know yourself and you know the enemy, you will never lose any battle. Now, the other thing about covert narcissists, they are known for subtle manipulation tactics. The manipulation tactics of covert narcissists can be very subtle. They can drop hints about their achievements or problems rather than explicitly seeking attention or admiration. Again, covert narcissists lack empathy just like all narcissists. They appear sensitive, and you might even mistake them for empaths, but covert narcissists lack genuine empathy. Their understanding of others' emotions is often superficial and self-serving. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, please tell us where you're watching it from, which country are you from. You can ask a question, you can tell us, you can drop your contribution about these covert narcissists. What is your experience about them? Let's learn together. Let's build each other up. Let's network. Now, a covert narcissist is known for their inconsistent behavior. They oscillate between seeking attention and withdrawing when they don't get the desired response. Now, this unpredictability can be confusing to those around them. Another thing about covert narcissists, they love using guilt. They love guilt tripping others. They guilt trip people to manipulate them. A covert narcissist may imply that their problems are the result of others' actions, thereby shifting responsibility. You see, just like many narcissists or all narcissists, a covert narcissist will claim that the problems they have, it's because of you, it's because of other people. They always shift responsibility to other people. They blame others. Covert narcissists, when it comes to relationships with authority figures, they seek validation or special treatment. They may downplay accomplishments to appear humble while still expecting recognition. Covert narcissists are also known for overemphasis on personal sacrifice. They might emphasize their personal sacrifices and hardships to gain sympathy and admiration, even if these sacrifices are relatively minor. And then covert narcissists are known for avoidance of conflict. They may avoid direct conflict. They may prefer to use indirect methods such as passive-aggressive remarks or silent treatment to express dissatisfaction. Have you been in a relationship with a narcissist or with someone who treats you with silent treatment? You know, they go silent on you when they're dissatisfied with you. That is a typical behavior of a covert narcissist. They may just manipulate you using silent treatment to punish you. Now, that's one behavior of all covert narcissists. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, please tell us where you come from. Tell us where you're watching this live stream from. Which country are you from? Let's build each other up. Tell us your experience about a covert narcissist. Do you think a covert narcissist is the deadliest type of narcissist? And why do you think so? You can also tell us your experience in the comment section of this live stream. Let's grow together. Let's build each other up. The first step in winning anything, in winning a war or a fight or solving a problem, is to understand that problem or that person or that enemy of yours completely. So we want to understand everything about the covert narcissist. What is the social media behavior of a covert narcissist? On social media, covert narcissists might share cryptic posts about their struggles or achievements to elicit sympathy or validation without directly asking for it. And then, impact on family dynamics. In family settings, covert narcissists can create tension by subtly undermining family members or shifting blame onto others for their own shortcomings. Then, when it comes to work environment challenges, covert narcissists may avoid responsibility for failures while subtly undermining colleagues to elevate themselves. Covert narcissists might also seek undue recognition for their contributions. Covert narcissists also often become emotionally dependent on others for validation and support, which can place a strain on relationships as their needs become more demanding. When you talk about covert narcissists, you realize there's difficulty in acknowledging faults. They may have trouble acknowledging their own faults or mistakes, often deflecting blame onto others or rationalizing their behavior. Covert narcissists will also frequently compare themselves to others. They feel either superior or inferior based on how they perceive others' achievements and status. And then they love doing the self-pity thing. If you're talking about a covert narcissist, it is synonymous with self-pity tactic. Covert narcissists love using the self-pity tactic to gain sympathy and attention. Have you been a friend to someone who is always who always needs self-pity? Oh, poor me. Oh, everybody don't like, everybody hates me. Oh, why me? You know, that's a tactic used by covert narcissists. They're always looking for self-pity. And their main aim is to gain sympathy and attention. If you notice that kind of a person, just know they're not empaths, they're covert narcissists. It's a tactic. They need attention. They dwell on their perceived misfortunes and they seek comfort from others. Oh, they're always crying, they're always complaining. Then covert narcissists are known for their subtle superiority. Their sense of superiority is often expressed subtly through hints or indirect comments rather than overt bragging. Covert narcissists might drop references to their achievements in casual conversation. When you talk about their impact on friends, friends of covert narcissists may feel used or unappreciated. If you're a friend to a covert narcissist and you feel used, if you're always feeling unappreciated, then it's because you're dealing with a covert narcissist. Because as the narcissist need for validation will be number one, the covert narcissist in your life will put validation first, and this can overshadow any genuine friendship. Then the covert narcissist will always control through dependency. They seek to make others emotionally dependent on them. They create a dynamic where others feel responsible for their happiness and well-being. Then the covert narcissist, their agenda, they have this agenda in the interactions, and their main aim is to manipulate situations to their advantage while maintaining an appearance of innocence. A covert narcissist wants to appear innocent. They want to be seen the innocent one. But they are always manipulating situations and manipulating people to their advantage. And then they maintain their self-image very, very well, because that is one of the most important things for covert narcissists. They'll do anything to present themselves in a favorable light. They'll go to great lengths to present themselves in a favorable light, even if it means distorting the truth. And just like all other narcissists, covert narcissists are also pathological liars. They will even lie so that they can present themselves in a favorable light. Now, how do covert narcissists deal with rejection? They struggle with rejection and they may react with deep-seated hurt or passive-aggressive behavior, masking their true feelings or inadequacy. Then covert narcissists also avoid responsibility. They may avoid taking responsibility for their actions. They may use excuses or they may shift blame to protect their fragile self-image. Covert narcissists are also known for perfectionism. They may have an idealized vision of themselves that they strive to meet, often setting unrealistic standards. That is one thing about covert narcissists. They love this perfectionism. And then they have this subdued attention-seeking behavior. They often it's oftenly manifested as self-deprecating remarks or indirect requests for validation rather than explicit demands for attention. Then the covert narcissists will always they feel misunderstood and they portray themselves as victims of circumstances or of other people's actions. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, please don't forget to drop a comment below. Tell us which country you're watching this live stream from, please. If you're watching this live stream, tell us which country you're watching it from. Let's build each other up. Let's network. Even as we watch this live stream, you can ask questions about the covert narcissist, because you want to understand everything about the covert narcissist in this live stream. Everything. Feel to ask any question and I'll gladly respond to it. about the covert narcissist. Children raised by covert narcissism may struggle with self-esteem and emotional regulation, as they often experience inconsistent affection and validation. And then in financial matters, covert narcissists may subtly manipulate others into supporting their financial needs, or they may use financial dependency to control others. And then covert narcissists also use subtle criticism to undermine others, and this is often masked as constructive feedback or concern to maintain a sense of superiority. Covert narcissists also often complain about their circumstances or the actions of others, and they use these complaints to garner sympathy and avoid accountability. Covert narcissists, just like other narcissists, they need constant validation, and their need for validation is a driving force behind their action. They may go to great lengths to ensure that their achievements or contributions are recognized. They often communicate indirectly, using hints or vague statements to express their needs or dissatisfaction rather than addressing issues directly. Covert narcissists are also known for they may engage in self-reflection, but it is often focused on how they are perceived by others rather than on genuine self-improvement. Now, covert narcissists have fantasies of greatness or specialness. They use these fantasies as a way to cope with feelings of inadequacy or insignificance. In romantic relationships, covert narcissists may create an imbalanced dynamic where their partners feel constantly responsible for their emotional well-being. If you are dealing with a covert narcissist, you'll feel that you are responsible for the covert narcissist's emotional well-being. Now, remember, we are discussing the covert narcissist. And just as a reminder, covert narcissism is a term that it's about a vulnerable or introverted narcissism. A covert narcissist is less overt and more subtle form of narcissistic personality disorder. Unlike the overt narcissist, which is marked by grandiosity and the need for admiration, the overt need for admiration, covert narcissism is characterized by a more introverted, passive-aggressive behavior. Covert narcissists often struggle with feelings of inadequacy and hypersensitivity to criticism, which they mask it with a facade of modesty or shyness. So let's look at more characteristics of the covert narcissist. There's this subtle grandiosity. When you talk about the covert narcissist, there's the subtle grandiosity. They may not flaunt their achievements openly, but they still harbor grandiose fantasies. For example, a covert narcissist might fantasize about being a misunderstood genius whose talents are not recognized by the world. They may not boast about their abilities, but they expect others to acknowledge their superiority implicitly. And then covert narcissists, like other narcissists, they are sensitive to criticism. They are highly sensitive to criticism, and they can react strongly to even mild feedback. For instance, if a covert narcissist receives constructive criticism at work, they might respond with passive-aggressive behavior or withdraw emotionally, feeling deeply wounded despite not showing it outwardly. Covert narcissists are also known for the victim mentality. They often portray themselves as victims of circumstances or others' actions. For example, they might talk about how they've been unfairly treated by friends or colleagues. They focus on their own suffering rather than addressing any actual issues or conflicts. Covert narcissists are known for indirect manipulation. Instead of using direct manipulation tactics, covert narcissists often employ indirect methods. For instance, they might use guilt tripping or play the martyr to get what they want, subtly influencing others to meet their needs without overtly demanding it. A covert narcissist is also known for passive-aggressive behavior. A hallmark of covert narcissism is passive-aggressive behavior. For example, a covert narcissist might constantly forget to follow through on promises or deliberately procrastinate on tasks to undermine others subtly without confronting them directly. Another characteristic of a covert narcissist is their need for special treatment. Even though the covert narcissist may not openly demand special treatment, they expect it in more understated ways. They might feel entitled to extra consideration or sympathy, believing that their hidden struggles entitle them to preferential treatment. Covert narcissists also have fragile self-esteem. Unlike overt narcissists who have an inflated sense of self, covert narcissists possess fragile self-esteem. They might project an image of humility or self-deprecation while internally struggling with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, please drop a comment and tell us which country you're watching this live stream from. Tell us about the covert narcissist. Who do you think a covert narcissist is? Tell us your experience with a covert narcissist, and then feel free to ask any question and I'll gladly answer it. All right, let's interact, let's network, let's build each other up. Let's understand everything about the covert narcissist in this live stream today. Now, narcissists, they, just like other narcissists, they lack empathy. They struggle with genuine empathy. They might appear sympathetic, but they fail to truly understand or care about the feelings and experiences of others. Their responses may be superficial and self-serving rather than deeply empathic. Covert narcissists are also known for envy and resentment. They frequently experience envy and resentment towards those they perceive as more successful or happier. If a covert narcissist sees you happier than them or more successful than them, they will resent you. They are envious naturally. Every covert narcissist in your life will be envious of you if you succeed. Every covert narcissist in your life will resent you because of your success, especially if you are happy. They see you smiling, they see you happy, laughing, having a good life. They'll be so envious and they'll resent you for that. Covert narcissists, they downplay others' achievements. They belittle other people's achievements to compensate for their own feelings of inadequacy. If you succeed, they'll belittle that because they are inadequate themselves. Then they are self-centered like other narcissists. Despite the covert narcissist's outward appearance of modesty, they are inwardly self-centered. They often view situations primarily through the lens of how they affect them personally, rather than considering the broader context or the impact on others. Again, covert narcissists are known for emotional withdrawing. When faced with challenges or conflicts, covert narcissists might withdraw emotionally rather than confront issues directly. For instance, they might give the silent treatment, or they might become emotionally distant as a way of managing their discomfort or exerting control. Covert narcissists are preoccupied with self-image. They are preoccupied with how others perceive them. Though they may not be as outwardly concerned as overt narcissists, they might also meticulously manage their image through subtle cues, such as carefully curating their social media presence to present an idealized version of themselves. Covert narcissists also have relationship difficulties. They struggle with maintaining healthy relationships due to their self-centered tendencies and inability to fully empathize with others. Covert narcissists might frequently experience conflicts with partners who feel neglected or invalidated by the covert narcissist's self-absorption. Now, covert narcissists have this subtle controlling behavior. Instead of openly or overtly controlling others, the covert narcissists use more subtle methods to influence their behavior. They might employ guilt, passive-aggressive comments, or emotional manipulation to steer others towards their desired outcomes. Covert narcissists also seek validation. Even if they do not seek attention in an obvious manner, they crave validation. For instance, they might fish for compliments or seek reassurance in subtle ways, such as downplaying their achievements and waiting for others to counter their self-deprecating remarks. Covert narcissists are known for emotional sensitivity. Yes, Revelation and 505 is asking a question. Are they an overt in disguise? Question don't seem to be somatic, but sometimes can be. Yes, covert narcissists, they are overt in disguise. They pretend. In short, covert narcissists, they are liars. They create a facade of insecurity, of being vulnerable, but it's all a lie. They just want constant validation, constant attention, but they hide it. They want to be praised all the time, but they hide it. In short, a covert narcissist is a hidden narcissist. And it's like a snake in the green grass. It's like a green snake in a green grass. Covert narcissists are the most dangerous type of narcissist because you don't know who you are dealing with. If you have a covert narcissist, you might even think they're empaths, but they're not genuine. Their empathy is not genuine. It's fake. They will hurt you. They'll punish you. They'll make you cry. If you have a covert narcissist close to you, if your covert narcissist is your best friend, then you'll suffer because they're envious. They're jealous of you. They will always want to see you fail. You can never rely on a covert narcissist. They will put you down. They never want you to outshine them in anything. Remember, even if they don't seek attention in obvious manner, they'll still seek it. You know, they need it. They need constant validation. Again, covert narcissists are known for emotional sensitivity. They are highly sensitive to emotional cues, and they can be easily hurt by perceived slights or criticism. If there's one thing the covert narcissist hates most is criticism. They hate to be criticized. If you criticize a covert narcissist, they will hate you. They might overreact to minor issues or feel deeply wounded by comments that others may view as innocuous. Covert narcissists have difficulty in handling rejection. Rejection is very painful for covert narcissists. They may internalize it as a reflection of their worth. They might react to rejection with intense self-pity or withdrawal rather than confronting the situation constructively. Covert narcissists are known for idealizing and devaluing others. They might idealize individuals they view as special or significant, only to later devalue them when they fail to meet their expectations. For example, a covert narcissist may initially admire a friend's accomplishments, but later criticize them if the friend does not fulfill their needs for validation. Today they praise you, then tomorrow they change and criticize you because you've not given them what they want. And then covert narcissists are known for chronic envy. Envy, very jealous people. Envy is synonymous with covert narcissists. Envy is a common trait among all covert narcissists. They covertly resent other successes and they mask their feelings. They will hide their feelings. If you want to identify a covert narcissist, the first thing, they're very, very, very envious. There's no covert narcissist who's not envious and jealous of other people's successes, but they will hide their feelings. They might downplay or dismiss the achievements of others to protect their own fragile self-esteem. Covert narcissists often engage in emotional manipulation to achieve their goals. For example, they might use their perceived vulnerability to elicit sympathy or support from others, thereby manipulating them into fulfilling their needs. Covert narcissists have difficulty with intimacy. Forming deep, intimate connections can be challenging for covert narcissists due to their self-centeredness and lack of genuine empathy. They might struggle to connect emotionally with partners or friends, leading to superficial or troubled relationships. Covert narcissists might avoid taking responsibility for their actions by deflecting blame onto others or external circumstances. For instance, if a project at work fails, the covert narcissist might blame their colleagues or unforeseen factors rather than acknowledging their own role in the failure. Please, thank you. If you're watching this live stream, please be kind enough and drop a comment. Tell us where you are watching this live stream from. Also, feel free to ask any question about the covert narcissist. We are trying to understand everything about the covert narcissist. And don't forget to click the like button of this live stream. All right. You can also share the live stream to others so that they can join in. Covert narcissists seek constant approval. Even if they do not overly seek praise, covert narcissists, they often crave constant approval. They might subtly fish for validation through self-deprecating remarks or by highlighting their perceived struggles, hoping others will offer reassurance. Again, covert narcissists frequently use passive-aggressive tactics to express their dissatisfaction or anger. For example, they might give backhanded compliments or make sarcastic comments while outwardly appearing pleasant. Again, they have this chronic self-doubt. Despite their outward modesty, covert narcissists often experience chronic self-doubt. They may question their worth and abilities internally while projecting an image of quiet competence or suffering. Covert narcissists have difficulty with boundaries. They may have difficulty respecting others' boundaries while feeling entitled to special consideration themselves. For example, covert narcissists might intrude on personal space or emotional boundaries while feeling aggrieved if others do not accommodate their needs. Covert narcissists will also play the martyr. They'll present themselves as self-sacrificing and long-suffering. For instance, they might emphasize how much they've sacrificed for others. They'll use this to garner sympathy or avoid taking responsibility for their own actions. Covert narcissists will also overemphasize on personal struggles. They'll focus excessively on their own struggles and challenges. One thing about covert narcissists, they love focusing on their own struggles and challenges. They might repeatedly discuss their difficulties or health issues. What they're doing is they're seeking validation, they're seeking sympathy from others while avoiding genuine problem solving. The reason why covert narcissists will repeatedly discuss their difficulties, their problems, their health issues, because they're seeking sympathy from you. They're seeking validation from you. Again, as I already said, covert narcissists are known for subtle jealousy. They may not express overt jealousy, but they can harbor feelings of envy towards those they perceive as more successful or content. They might subtly undermine or criticize others to alleviate their own insecurities. Instead of bragging openly, covert narcissists might engage in indirect self-promotion. For example, they might casually mention their achievements in conversations or drop hints about their skills, hoping to elicit admiration without appearing boastful. Director X, thank you so much for joining this live stream. I've seen you've asked a question. What's a good source of narcissistic supply? That's good. A good source of narcissistic supply is someone who gives a narcissist constant attention, constant admiration, constant validation, constant recognition, constant acknowledgement, constant praise. Clapping for the narcissist all the time. Focusing on the narcissist's needs. Prioritizing the narcissist over your needs. It has to be me, 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 me. A good source of narcissistic supply is somebody who puts the narcissist's needs first. Someone who is always a yes person to the narcissist. Then you're a good source of narcissistic supply. A narcissist will use you, then discard you once they're done with you. So that's a good source of narcissistic supply. Director X, thank you for that question. Please also tell us which country you come from. No, you can ask more questions about this narcissist and or even the covert narcissist. So Director X is asking, so narcissistic don't like boring people. That's good to know. Yes, thank you, Director X. You're from the USA. Good. Yes, Director X, narcissistic people don't like boring people. And that's why there's a strategy of dealing with narcissists called the gray rock method. If you cannot go no contact with a narcissist, then use the gray rock method. Gray rock method means you become as boring as a gray rock. You become as dull as a gray rock. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you don't show emotions. You don't laugh. You don't smile with them. You maintain that boring nature. You become very unattractive to them. Then the narcissist will be bored with you. If they provoke you, don't react, then they'll think you're boring. Because a narcissist provokes you because they want a reaction from you, whether positive or negative, they need that reaction. So you'll be boring if you don't give the narcissist the reaction they need. If you put your needs first, then you become boring to the narcissist. Yes, Director X, you can ask another question, please. Ask more questions. Let's understand this narcissist. Let's understand the covert narcissist. This live stream. Yes, let's build each other up. Remember, the covert narcissist is known for indirect self-promotion. Instead of bragging openly, covert narcissists might engage in indirect self-promotion. For example, they might casually mention their achievements in conversations or drop hints about their skills. They hope to elicit admiration without appearing boastful. Again, covert narcissists often internalize criticism, and this can lead to intense feelings of shame or inadequacy. They might brood over negative feedback. They might magnify its impact on their self-esteem, and they may become preoccupied with perceived failures. A covert narcissist is known for subdued hostility. They may harbor feelings of hostility or resentment, but express them in subdued or indirect ways. For example, a covert narcissist might engage in subtle forms of sabotage or passive-aggressive behavior to express their dissatisfaction. Covert narcissists also manipulate others' emotions. They can skillfully manipulate others' emotions to serve their own needs. For instance, they might play on a friend's guilt or sympathy to gain support or favors, subtly influencing their behavior without overt demands. Covert narcissists are also known for avoidance of direct confrontation. Rather than confronting issues directly, the covert narcissist may avoid conflict by withdrawing or deflecting. They might use passive-aggressive tactics or emotional withdrawal to avoid addressing problems head-on. Again, covert narcissists will use self-pity as a tool to gain sympathy and support. They might exaggerate their hardships or present themselves as victims to elicit emotional responses from others, reinforcing their sense of victimhood. Covert narcissists might idealize certain individuals, attributing them with unrealistic qualities or expectations. For instance, they might place a friend on a pedestal only to feel disappointed or resentful when the friend does not meet their idealized standards. Covert narcissists often conceal their anger and frustration, which can manifest in passive-aggressive behavior. For example, covert narcissists might express their displeasure through subtle criticisms or delayed responses, avoiding direct confrontation. Yes, Revelation and 505 is asking this question. Does covert and overt get together in relationships? Minded, is that volatile? Yes. Now, we have relationships between covert and overt narcissists. Yes, they are there. In short, that is the question. It's like that question. I can also reframe it and say, can two narcissists be together in a relationship? Yes, there will be two narcissists in a relationship. One is covert, the other is overt. And you see, remember, narcissists, they focus on their own needs. Narcissists, they lack empathy. So this relationship is going to be it's going to be very volatile. Director X is asking, I was told by one narcissist, when he abuses someone, it gives him more life and youth, while the person he abusing loses life and youth. Very true, Director X. You see, a narcissist, when they abuse you, they feel good. It is narcissistic supply to them. It is good supply. You see, a narcissist wants to see you suffer. They want to see you miserable. They want to see you crying. They want to see you, they want to destroy you. Narcissists never want to see you successful than them. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you thriving. That's why being in a relationship with a narcissist, it is the worst mistake you can do. When you are suffering, when you are crying, when you are in pain, inside the narcissist's hearts, they are happy. They feel stronger. The more you suffer, the happier and stronger the narcissist is. When people are suffering, the narcissist is happy. They feel good. It makes them stronger. That's why narcissists are demons. Being in a relationship with a narcissist is a curse in your life. You need to get away from them. You need to stay away from a narcissist. Keep away from them. Now, narcissists have this subtle contempt. The covert narcissist has this subtle contempt. They harbor subtle contempt for others, particularly those who they believe do not meet their standard or expectation. Yes, Revelation is saying adrenaline junkies. Very true. Covert narcissists might express their contempt through small dismissive comments or behaviors rather than overtly or being hostile. Again, covert narcissists are known for chronic victimhood. This is a character trait of all covert narcissists. Their chronic sense of victimhood. They might frequently recount past grievances or hardships, focusing on how others have wronged them or failed to recognize their suffering. If you're dealing with a covert narcissist, you'll realize this tactic. They're always playing the victim. They'll frequently tell you about their past grievances. A covert narcissist in your life will frequently tell you about their hardships, about their problems. They'll focus on how they have been wronged, how people have been fair to them, how they failed to, and how people fail to recognize their suffering. That is what covert narcissists love doing, playing the victim. Again, they have this disguised self-importance. Although they may not openly display arrogance, covert narcissists often harbor a sense of self-importance that influences their behavior. They might subtly expect preferential treatment or admiration, masked by an appearance of modesty. Covert narcissists also avoid accountability, just like all narcissists. They will minimize their role in a conflict. For example, if a project goes wrong, the covert narcissist might attribute the failure to external factors rather than acknowledging their own mistakes. Yes, Director X is saying, and he also said he can read people's emotions even when they are hiding it. I thought he was lying, but it's true. I've seen it in action. No, that's not true. Covert narcissists cannot read people's emotions. What they do, they are manipulators. A covert narcissist is a master manipulator. They are very good at playing mind games. They lack empathy, so how can they be able to understand others? They're only good at playing games, mind games. They are very good at manipulating you. They claim to read people's emotions because they manipulate people. They force people to react in a certain way. Then they claim they can read people. They are liars. Remember, narcissists are pathological liars. If you want, the other name of a narcissist is a liar. All narcissists are pathological liars. They will lie and lie and lie. There's no narcissist who doesn't lie. They are liars and they will lie every time, all the time. Yes, you didn't think he was lying. He was lying because they're masters of lying. They will lie to you and you might even not, and you might even believe their lies. So, covert narcissists, they have this hidden resentment. They harbor hidden resentment towards those who they believe have slighted or outperformed them. If you outshine a covert narcissist, or if you outperform them, they will resent you. They will mask this resentment with a facade of indifference or politeness, but secretly they'll feel envious towards you. They'll feel aggrieved. Covert narcissists are known for they'll subtly sabotage you. They'll engage in subtle sabotage to undermine others' success or happiness. A covert narcissist might deliberately delay completing a task or provide misleading information to others while maintaining a facade of helpfulness. Yes, Revelation and 5 is saying lies, cheat, and destroy. Very true. Narcissists will lie, they will cheat, and they will destroy you. All narcissists are cheats. All narcissists are liars. All narcissists want to destroy you. That is how they get their supply. That's how they feel satisfied. Remember, these are individuals who lack empathy. They have fragile egos. Yes. They lie, cheat, to manipulate you, to control you. That's what they love doing. Narcissists will want to control you, manipulate you all the time. So they will use lies, they'll cheat on you. Again, in relationships, covert narcissists may exhibit emotional detachment. They'll focus more on their own needs and feelings rather than on those of their partners. If you're in a relationship with a covert narcissist, just know they'll be emotionally detached from you because they normally focus more on their own needs. They focus more on their own feelings. They don't focus on your feelings as their partner. Hey, if you're watching this live stream, please don't forget to drop your comments. Don't forget to tell us where you're watching this live stream from. Let's build each other up. Let's grow together. Let's learn from each other. Covert narcissists will also use self-deprecation for validation. Covert narcissists use self-deprecating remarks as a strategy to elicit validation from others. They might try to downplay their achievements or express self-doubt. They expect others to respond with praise or reassurance. All right, now, Director, there's a question from Revelation N505. Is asked, are covered from trauma or golden child syndrome question? And then Director is asking, he's saying, all I know is he was able to tell if someone was like or hated him, but he had no empathy. All right, let me start by responding to Revelation N505. I covered from trauma or golden child syndrome question. Yes, covert narcissists, remember we say they are introverted narcissists. And covert narcissists are just normal narcissists, but the only difference is that they are hidden. It's not the causes of narcissism can be trauma, yes, it can be the child syndrome, yes, but any narcissist can be a narcissist because of that, because of their upbringing, because of the way they were brought up, because of the environment. It could be inherited also, genes. It could be other factors. But one thing about covert narcissists, they are hidden. They subtly show their narcissism. They have everything about narcissism in them, but it is quiet or it's hidden. You might not know that you're dealing with a covert narcissist until it's very late, or unless you know how covert narcissists behave. Now, Director X is saying, all I know is he was able to tell if someone was like or hated him, but he had no empathy. Yes, Director X. The reason why they can be able to tell if someone likes or hated him is because they are manipulators. You know, manipulators, they know things. They know if you like them because they are manipulators. They know if they have you in their box. They know if they have pocketed you. They know if they've not been able to play games with you. They know because they're liars. They're manipulators. There's a reason why narcissists are called master manipulators. You cannot win easily when you start playing with the narcissist. That's why you are told the best way of dealing with a narcissist is to stay away from them. Keep away. These are master manipulators. You play with them, they will play with your mind. You know, you play with fire, it burns you. So the best thing to do with a narcissist is to run away. Run. Stay away. Keep away from them. Go no contact if possible. Unless you're co-parenting with them, then you can use other strategies. Now, if you're watching this live stream, please don't forget to drop a comment. Tell us which country you're watching this live stream from. Also, let's participate in the comment section as we are watching, the comment section of this live stream. Let's know each other. Let's also ask each other questions. Let's respond to them. Yes, knowledge is power. The first stage of dealing with any problem, of dealing with any enemy, is to know them, understand them completely. So Revelation end 505 says, how do narcissists recognize each other in public? Or do they? Yes, the answer to that is, if it quacks like a duck, then it's a duck. You see? If it quacks like a duck, it is a duck. If someone behaves like a narcissist, they are probably a narcissist. A narcissist will recognize a narcissist if they know what a narcissist is. Because it's all about their characteristics. You only know something by the way it behaves, by the way it acts. That's the best way of knowing something. So if you want to know a narcissist, look at the characteristics of that person. Even a narcissist will be able to recognize a narcissist because they know behavior. They'll see the behaviors and they can tell this is a narcissist. So I'm repeating again, if it quacks like a duck, then it is a duck. If someone close to you in your life, a relative, a spouse, a lover, a partner, if they're behaving like a narcissist, then they are a narcissist. Behaviors don't lie. Acts don't lie. If you doubt what someone tells you, observe their action. Yes, a covert narcissist will control you through guilt. They will frequently use guilt as a tool to control others. That's what covert narcissists do. They might, for example, make others feel responsible for the unhappiness of the covert narcissist or for the difficulties of the covert narcissist. Yes, if you are dealing with a covert narcissist, remember you're dealing with a green snake in a green grass. The deadliest type of narcissist is the covert narcissist. And that's what we are discussing in this video. We want to know everything about the covert narcissist. Hey, don't forget to tell us which country you're watching this live stream from. And feel free to ask any question about narcissism and I will gladly respond to it. Any question in your mind, any question that you really wanted to ask about covert or any type of narcissist, please drop that question and I will answer you instantly. Remember, knowledge is power and information is power and learning is the superpower. So one thing about covert narcissists, they have this envy which is hidden behind compliments. Covert narcissists might mask their envy with seemingly positive comments. For example, they might compliment someone's success while internally feeling resentful. They might use their words to mask their true feelings of inadequacy. Again, one thing about covert narcissists, they have these hidden resentments towards authority. Covert narcissists may harbor hidden resentment towards authority figures whom they perceive as more successful or influential. They might criticize or undermine these figures in subtle ways while outwardly appearing compliant or respectful. Covert narcissists often engage in subtle emotional manipulation, such as feigning vulnerability to gain sympathy or support. Covert narcissists might use their perceived suffering as a way to influence others' behavior or decisions. Covert narcissists are also known to avoid open disputes. Rather than engaging in open disputes, covert narcissists might use avoidance tactics or passive-aggressive behavior to address conflicts. They might withdraw or become distant rather than confronting issues directly. Now, with covert narcissists, there's always an emphasis on personal sacrifice. They often emphasize their personal sacrifices or hardships to elicit sympathy and recognition. I'm repeating this point again. With covert narcissists, they will always try to talk about their hardships in life. They'll try to talk about their personal sacrifices in life. And their main aim here is to elicit some sympathy from you. They are looking for recognition from you. They might recount their struggles in a way that highlights their selflessness, while subtly seeking validation for their endurance. Covert narcissists have this need for subtle admiration. They often crave subtle admiration rather than overt praise. Covert narcissists might seek validation through indirect means, such as fishing for compliments or highlighting their perceived struggles to elicit sympathetic responses. Covert narcissists are known for passive-aggressive responses. They frequently use passive-aggressive responses to express their dissatisfaction or frustration. For example, covert narcissists might delay completing tasks or make backhanded comments while avoiding direct confrontation. Covert narcissists have these self-destructive behaviors. They might engage in self-destructive behaviors as a way of garnering attention or sympathy. For instance, covert narcissists might neglect their own well-being or engage in risky behaviors to elicit concern or support from others. Yes, Revelation and 505 is asking, is a covert narcissist how a sociopath will show us covert antisocial? Yes, covert narcissists and sociopaths, they are almost very similar. There's very little difference between the sociopath and a narcissist. The covert narcissist is a narcissist. The only difference is that they are vulnerable or they are more hidden. They are introverted narcissists. They might appear to be empaths, but it's always a fake. Yes. Revelation N5 says thank you. And then there's also the aspect of psychopath, Machiavellian, and narcissism. When you combine those three, then we create what we call dark empath. That's something we'll discuss in another live stream probably. Yes. Now we say covert narcissists frequently use passive-aggressive responses to express their dissatisfaction or frustration. For example, they might delay completing tasks or make backhanded comments while avoiding direct confrontation. Again, covert narcissists are known for self-destructive behaviors. They might engage in self-destructive behaviors as a way of garnering attention or sympathy. For instance, they might neglect their own well-being or engage in risky behaviors to elicit concern or support from others. They also have difficulty in accepting praise. Although covert narcissists might seek validation, They often struggle to accept praise openly. If you see someone struggling to accept praise openly, that's a covert narcissist. They love it, but they pretend like they're not happy to be praised. They might deflect those compliments. They might downplay their achievements while secretly desiring acknowledgement for their contributions. That's why you're told a covert narcissist is the most dangerous type of narcissist. They're known for subtle rivalries. Covert narcissists might harbor subtle rivalries with those they perceive as competitors. They might undermine or criticize these individuals covertly while maintaining an outward appearance of friendliness or indifference. Yes, Revelation N505 says, intuition is key when you hone that huge. I love that description, modest, empath. Like, yes, the most dangerous type of personality is a dark empath. A dark empath is more dangerous than any narcissist, because when you talk about a dark empath, it's an empath who is a narcissist, who is a psychopath, and who is a Machiavellian. When you combine someone with those three traits, psychopathy, Machiavellianism, and narcissism, then you create a dark empath, a monster. We have many people who are dark empaths, deadly, dangerous creatures. I'm not going to mention names of dark empaths, but I know several dark empaths in this world. Now again, something about covert narcissists, they frequently compare themselves to others. They often feel inferior or envious, and they covertly measure their worth against others' achievements. And this leads to feelings of inadequacy or resentment. Yes, Revelation in 5:05 says, I saw demonic faces on mine. Very true. When you observe the face of a narcissist, mostly, or that dark empath, you will see a demon. You'll see a demon. These are deadly creatures, heartless. They lack empathy. They don't care about you. Their main mission is to hurt you, to make you cry, to make you sad, to make you lose your mind. They will gaslight you until you lose your mind. Covert narcissists have this underlying resentment towards success. They resent those who achieve success or recognition. Again, covert narcissists are known for emotionally withdrawing, and this is a control tactic of theirs. Yes, Revelation N505 says that stare when they stalk is creepy, the dead stare. Yes, that stare from a narcissist is deadly. It is the worst thing. If a narcissist stares at you, wow, you can feel like running. You see evil in their stare. Again, the covert narcissists will feel humility. They'll pretend to be humble. They'll feign humility to gain favor or validation from others. The covert narcissists will downplay their achievements or express self-doubt while secretly expecting others to recognize and affirm their worth. Covert narcissists will disguise entitlement. They'll not overtly express entitlement, but they believe they deserve special treatment. They might subtly expect others to cater to their needs or accommodate their preferences without openly demanding it. Covert narcissists have this subtle sabotage of other successes. They might engage in subtle sabotage to undermine other success. They might spread rumors or provide misleading information to hinder someone's progress while appearing supportive. Covert narcissists have hidden hostility. They harbor hidden hostility towards those who they perceive as threats or rivals. Covert narcissists might express this hostility through indirect means, such as passive-aggressive comments or subtle undermining behaviors. Covert narcissists also, they have this manipulative self-presentation. They frequently engage in manipulative self-presentation, crafting an image of modesty or suffering to elicit sympathy or admiration. Covert narcissists might carefully manage how others perceive them to achieve their desired outcomes. Covert narcissists are also known for avoidance of responsibility for failures. They avoid taking responsibility for their failures, attributing them to external factors or other people. Covert narcissists might deflect blame rather than acknowledge their own role in a situation. They'll also subtly use guilt, or they'll guilt trip you. That they do that as a manipulative tactic. For example, they might make others feel responsible for their unhappiness or difficulties. And this, they will subtly influence them to meet their needs. Again, covert narcissists will emotionally manipulate people through victimhood. Covert narcissists, they manipulate others emotionally by portraying themselves as victims. They might exaggerate their suffering or emphasize their struggles to gain sympathy and support from others. Covert narcissists have this disguised jealousy. They disguise their jealousy behind a facade of friendliness or indifference. They pretend to be friends, to be indifferent, but they're jealous. They might compliment or downplay others' achievements while secretly feeling envious or resentful. Covert narcissists are known to seek hidden validation. They often seek hidden validation through subtle cues and behaviors. Covert narcissists might use self-deprecating remarks or highlight their perceived struggles, hoping others will provide the reassurance or recognition they deserve or they desire. Covert narcissists are known to subtly undermine others. They might engage in subtle undermining behaviors to diminish others' achievements or confidence. Covert narcissists will make backhanded comments or subtly criticize others while maintaining a friendly demeanor. Again, they have this chronic self-focus. Covert narcissists frequently exhibit chronic self-focus, prioritizing their own needs and feelings above those of others. They might dominate conversations with their own struggles or achievements, showing little genuine interest in others. Covert narcissists have a hidden resentment towards close relationships. And they resent those who do not meet their expectations or needs. Covert narcissists might criticize or withdraw from these individuals while maintaining an outwardly pleasant demeanor. Again, covert narcissists are known to manipulate through self-pity. They use self-pity as an emotional manipulation tactic. They might exaggerate their suffering or difficulties to elicit sympathy or support from others, influencing their behavior indirectly. Covert narcissists have this disguised anger. Now that's another characteristic of covert narcissists. They might conceal their anger and frustration behind a mask of politeness or indifference. Covert narcissists might express their displeasure through passive-aggressive behavior or subtle criticisms, avoiding direct confrontation. Covert narcissists, rather than expressing their feelings or needs openly, they often avoid direct expression. They might use passive-aggressive tactics or emotional withdrawal to manage their discomfort or frustrations. Covert narcissists also often project an image of humility while internally believing in their own self-importance. They might downplay their achievements or express self-doubt, hoping others will recognize their worth. Covert narcissists might also exhibit a subtle sense of entitlement without overtly demanding special treatment. They might expect others to accommodate their needs or preferences while maintaining an outwardly modest demeanor. Covert narcissists frequently use guilt as a subtle form of manipulation. They might make others feel responsible for their unhappiness or difficulties, influencing their behavior without explicit demand. Covert narcissists might harbor hidden resentment towards authority figures who they perceive as more successful or influential. They might express this resentment through subtle criticisms or passive-aggressive behavior. Yes, Revelation 5 says, they say they have a hidden addiction, but outside of cheating or people addicted, I never saw one. Yes, that cheating behavior is already an addiction. And the other aspect is if you are living with a narcissist, just know there's a life you don't know. All narcissists have a secret life that they've completely hidden from you. You can never trust a narcissist. If you are living with a narcissist, rest assured, be assured that they have a secret life going on. These are master manipulators. They're pathological liars. They'll waste your years. You will never know them. They always hide the other life. And if they have an addiction, they will hide it from you. Because these individuals, you cannot trust them. One thing about covert narcissists, they use self-deprecating remarks as a strategy to elicit validation. They might downplay their achievements or express insecurity, expecting others to counter these remarks with praise or reassurance. Again, a covert narcissist will subtly undermine others' confidence. They engage in subtle undermining behaviors to diminish others' confidence or achievements. They might make dismissive comments or subtle criticisms while maintaining a friendly appearance. Covert narcissists have chronic self-absorption behavior. They exhibit chronic self-absorption, focusing primarily on their own needs, feelings, and experiences. A covert narcissist might dominate conversation with their own struggles or achievements, showing little genuine interest in others. If you are having a conversation with a covert narcissist, they'll be talking about their own struggles throughout or their own achievements. They don't care about your interests, your issues. It's about them. This is an aspect of all narcissists. And again, another thing that is very common with covert narcissists is their hidden resentments towards successful friends or peers. If you're achieving more success or recognition than the covert narcissist, be assured they will resent you. They will be jealous. They'll be envious. They will pretend to be polite, friendly with you, but secretly they'll be envious or they'll feel disgruntled. Never trust a narcissist who compliments you. They pretend to be polite, to be friendly, but they're liars. Again, covert narcissists are known for their indirect emotional manipulation. They'll frequently engage in indirect emotional manipulation, such as feigning vulnerability. or suffering to elicit sympathy. Covert narcissists might use their perceived struggles to influence others' behavioral decisions. Yes, Revelation end 505 says, being with one, you start to reap their karma. Yes, being in a relationship with a narcissist is the worst thing you can find yourself in. It is the worst punishment you can find yourself in. It's the worst curse you can go through, because you will really suffer. You'll never know happiness if you are in a relationship with a narcissist. A narcissistic relationship is a highly toxic relationship. The best advice normally is to stay away from that kind of relationship, is to keep away, to walk away and never look back. Remember, covert narcissists, they use self-pity as a means of controlling others. They might emphasize their own suffering or difficulties to gain sympathy or support. And they will subtly influence others to meet their needs. And then covert narcissists might disguise their criticism behind politeness or friendliness. They'll make backhanded comments. They'll criticize you subtly. Yes, Revelation 5 says it's hard in it and hard when you leave, they damage you for a long time, but you do level up. Yes, the reason why it's very difficult for someone who's been in a relationship with a narcissist when they leave is because of what we call trauma bond. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist for a long time, you get trauma bonded. Trauma bond is what makes people start missing a narcissist and they go back to them. Trauma bond feels like love, but it's not. It's like, in short, it's fake love. It's a false love that you have for the narcissist. It is an attachment you have to the narcissist. It's like you're addicted with abuse. That's why it's very difficult for someone when they leave the relationship with a narcissist. They're damaged and they start missing the narcissist because they're trauma bonded. But there are many ways you can use to break that trauma bond. And one step of breaking any trauma bond with a narcissist is to get all the knowledge you can about narcissism. Like even what we're doing in this live stream right now, it's about getting knowledge and information about narcissists. That's the first stage of breaking any trauma bond with a narcissist. One thing about covert narcissists, they have hidden hostility towards competitors. They are very hostile towards those they perceive as competitors or rivals. And how they show this hostility is through passive-aggressive behavior. Covert narcissists frequently engage in subtle manipulation to achieve personal goals or personal gain. They will use guilt, sympathy, or emotional manipulation to influence others' behavioral decisions. In relationships, covert narcissists exhibit self-absorbed focus. They prioritize their own needs and feelings over those of their partners. And the reason why they have strained or superficial relationships is because they struggle to connect on a deeper emotional level. The other thing about covert narcissists, they have this hidden resentment towards close contacts. If the close contacts not meet the expectations or needs, they criticize or withdraw from these people while maintaining a friendly or polite exterior. Well, I guess for now, for today, we'll stop there for this live stream. Oh wait. Revelation N505 says, lack of love is everything wrong with them. That is the root. Yes, covert narcissists have no love. They lack empathy. How can someone who lacks empathy be able to love? It's impossible. Yes, it is possible. They lack empathy. They're incapable of forming any love bonds. Thank you guys for watching this live stream. I will be back again with another live stream in the maybe later on, after about 12 hours, exactly 12 hours from now. We'll be having another live stream discussing and unmasking this narcissist. Thank you, Revelation N505, for your comments. I wish you a good day. Thank you, those Director X. Thank you for your comment as well, and thank you for all those who've participated in this live stream, through watching it, through listening. I know many were watching, many were noting things down. Please, I wish all of you would have dropped your comments and told us which country you come from, so that we know each other. But we'll be doing another live stream after 12 hours from now. Yes, exactly 12 hours from now, we'll be doing another live stream, and hopefully you will all be back. You'll all be there with us during the live stream. Thank you, and please, let's continue getting as much knowledge as we can to deal with the narcissist. Remember, knowledge is power when dealing with a narcissist. Thank you. See you in the next live stream, and please spend time to watch my YouTube videos. If you get time, please visit my YouTube videos, watch them, share them. Remember, with knowledge, then you're good to go. Thank you. See you later. Don't forget to subscribe, those who've not subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you.